Testing, testing. One, two, three. Hey everyone, Sandra here. How's it going? So you're probably wondering, where is Cypher? Well, let me tell you, he's in a safe place, and I can assure you that he will return. But actually, Cypher was me. It was me all along. But for real, I am trans. And as you can probably tell, I'm still working on my voice. Um, but I am the same person. I just wish to be female. You see, it all started when I was a kid. Growing up, I liked to play with um, toys of the female variety. Instead of Hot Wheels, I like to play with the Polly Pocket sets at from McDonald's. I mean, I like the Hot Wheels too, but I really, really, really wanted the Polly Pocket play sets. For a while there, I was actually fascinated by dollhouses, but as I got older and older, I realized that those things were off limits, unfortunately for me, at least for me at the time. I did grow up in a religious household, and being trans, there just wasn't a word for it back then, and it was kind of taboo. I mean, it still is today in some households, unfortunately, but back then it just never came up. So I suppressed it, and I suppressed it, and years and years and years went by. At some points in my life, I would wonder, gee, I wonder what those clothes would look like on me, those girl clothes. I used to think that girl clothes were so cool and I wanted to wear them, but I also didn't want to be made fun of or anything. And I wanted to be accepted by my family. I ended up suppressing it so much and pushing it into the back of my mind that I just started to try to act like a male like everybody else who was board mill. And over time, I got used to it and I got very comfortable with being a male. So much so that it's very hard for me to come out as trans at this moment in my real life. I actually thought about it for a very long time. Once I figured out that other people were trans, I just thought on it and I just I thought it would never be an option for me. But here lately it came to light that I could actually transition and the government would pay for it. Now, I did think about it for about a year before I actually started, but since around February 14th, I have been on HRT. Now, obviously, I have a lot of work to do on myself, but I hope you guys will come along for my journey. For one, I'm not happy with this voice, as you can tell. I am working on that. I think that over time it's going to be very interesting to see where my voice was then and where it is in the future. Because right now, this is my normal voice. When I talk as Cypher, it's kind of like this. But when I talk normally, it's kind of like this. And when I talk like a female, it's kind of like this. But yeah, I'm still working on the female voice, so um, stick with me with that one. I hope you stick with me. I hope you come along on that journey for me. Also, I do not have the ability to get a fursuit of Sandra here, at least not at this time. I unfortunately do not have the money as of yet. Um, I will probably be working on that over the course of the next year. As far as the channel is concerned, I have yet to decide whether I want to go with Sandra for this channel or Cypher, at least for the main character. Cypher is technically still me, but he's an older version of me, a version that is not where I am now as a person. He was created to be as manly as possible, uh, but then when I got the fursuit, he ended up looking cute, so I transitioned his character over to being cutesy. And it worked out, but
Now you know the real me. At least me in real life right now. At least on the inside. Right now, I'm working on the outside. Trust me.
Yeah, I'm working on my voice and I'm getting there. But anyway, thank you guys so much for sticking around with me through this transition. This week in particular has been very hectic, so I haven't had a chance to create any videos aside from start this one. And by the time that this video is uploaded, it'll be next week. So, but yeah, I just wanted to be true to myself and make this decision for me. So I'm sorry if this disappoints anyone, but just know that Cypher is not going away. Even if he becomes not the focus of the channel in the future, I may go into more detail about my transition in the future, so stay tuned for that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye. Bye bye. Bye 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 bye. 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 Bye bye bye. 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 Have a good one.